Good afternoon. It's Monday. I'm actually getting ready for a parent-teacher conference. I'm getting my lights on. And I thought it might be cool to show you guys in real time. It's actually in 20 minutes. And in real time, what I'm doing to get ready. This conference is something that I actually called for. I talked to the parent of my student, and I asked the parent on last week if we could meet. And of course, she was a little bit, I kind of came out of the blue, I guess, for her, because I messaged her and she was like, what is it about? Do I need to bring my child with me? What's what? And so, yeah, I'm going to straighten you guys up a little bit. So, I let her know that if she, has someone to watch her kiddo, that she could, oh gosh, this is all turned, I'm sorry, that she, I didn't necessarily need for her to bring her kiddo. And so, but I just want to show you guys in real time how I'm preparing. So look, what I did was, her child has all E's, which are all A's. Her diagnostic reports, her diagnostic testing is pretty good. Yeah, but what I noticed is she's having problems with this. She's having problems with these sight words. You all, we probably have about 60 sight words that the kiddos have been learning, but I noticed that she's having problems with these sight words. And so what I did to prepare for my parent-teacher conference is I went ahead and tested her on all the sight words that we've had so far this year. And I kind of already knew the ones that she was having problems with, but I did a test with that. I did a test with her letters and sounds. She's strong with her letters and sounds, but her automaticity, meaning like her ability to read with fluency, like to read a sentence, she pauses and she has to stop because she doesn't know her sight words. And so when that happens, a lot of times students are so concerned with sounding out, they don't, derive meaning from the sentence. They have to read it a couple of times to get the meaning. And so I need for her mom to work with her, and also with the two digraphs, SH and CH, because I've been going over and over, and I'm saying, okay, now I need mom to do that at home. And I wanted her mom to come in person, and I actually have this folder because I'm putting this inside of the folder because I'm going to give the folder to the mom. And so I wanted her mom to come in person because I wanted to show her, opposed to telling her on the phone, what I wanted her to do with these words, which is these 4 words. I want her to put them on index cards, and I want her to do flashcards with her daughter every week, take 4 words every week. And then by the time, about a month and a half, I may do 5 words a week. Then in addition to the other words that she's learning, she should know these words every day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day to do this. So I'm going to talk with the mom about the strategy with that. Also, when I was looking at my students, her diagnostic results, it showed me that, like, it's again her reading, which I know it has to do with her, part of it is her sight words. But also, I'm taking a book with me. And this book is called Ona, but I'm taking a book because I'm going to show the mom how I want her to read to her kiddo. So I want the mom to, the same book for like a week. It doesn't have to be different books. And then she can take half of the book, whatever, but I want her to read and point to each word as she reads. And then I want her daughter to listen. And then at a certain point, maybe 2 or 3 days after the mom reading the book, and then them reading it together, then the daughter reading it independently as well. So anyway, I'm just going to share with the mom the strategies of her for reading these books with her kiddo. So those are two of the main things I want to go over with the mom, these strategies. Also, I'm going to show the mom her work just to show her how well she's doing. And that should be it. So I'm thinking that unless the mom has any questions for me, that our parent-teacher conference, maybe it's going to be 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I'm going to show samples of student work, talk about her kiddo overall, how well she's doing, which she's doing great, but show her strategies and show her what I would want her to do with her kid that's going to help to just promote her, just help support her with her reading. And it's going to go a long way as well. I was thinking about Starfall, but I usually use Starfalls for letters and sounds. That's my main thing. And my student doesn't have an issue with the letters and sounds. She can use that platform as a platform to read, but I don't want her to do that. I just want her mom to work with her, or grandma or granddaddy or dad to work with the student with certain strategies that's going to really help her with her reading. And it's going to help her also with her scores. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. Also, I found this. I found this about to fall. I found this in my cabinet, and this is what I was using with some students in the past to learn and practice their sight words or their high frequency words. I use those interchangeably. They're not the same thing, but I'm still using it interchangeably. And so I'm going to actually give the mom, I'm going to take off the words that I've already written. I'm going to give the mom the ring with the empty index cards, so mom can even put them on, write the words on the index cards, and then she can use this, and then her kiddo will know, like when she comes in, the mom can just, okay, let's go, let's practice, and leave it on the ring so she'll have a place for it. So I'm actually going to do that now. I'm going to leave one or two cards on here to show the mom what I'm talking about. Actually, some of these are the words. Some of these are here are the words that she needs to know. So I'm going to show mom an example, but I'm actually going to give mom this so she can write the words on here. And I'm kind of thinking I may, instead of having her do 4 or 5 words, I think I'm going to keep it at 5 max. So I'm going to tell her 5 at a time because we need to get this done. We need to get this thing done. And these are words that are not just being introduced to her kiddo for the first time. These are words that I've been going over for 3-4 months. Maybe 5 months. She's had exposure is what I'm trying to say, and she just doesn't have mastery. She's still guessing and sounding out and all of that. And then with sight words is automaticity. It needs to be automatic. It needs to take 3 seconds. 3, look at it, see it, know it. 3 seconds. And so it's 10, 15, 20 seconds with this. So I'm also going to put this in the folder that I have prepared for the mom. So I'm going to actually add that in here. And so I can give this, to the mom as well. So I just got a call that the mom's here. She's a little bit early, which I love. So she's here, and I'm going to go meet with her, and I'll come back to let you know how well is this going to go well, how well everything is going to go. So I'll pick you guys up in just a little bit, Got back from parent-teacher conference. You guys, it went great. It went really well. Y'all, the announcements are still going, so you'll hear some announcements perhaps throughout the this part of the video. But yeah, it went really great. And the mom, she just had questions for me. Her kiddo has all E's, which are all A's. I think I said that before. Her diagnostic testing are strong, but she can go higher. And so I did give mom the red folder. I went over and showed her exactly how I wanted her to, how I wanted her to put the words on the index cards and how I wanted to do that. I also showed her 1 or 2 videos that I wanted her kiddo to look at for the SHCH diagraph, as well as I showed her how I want her to read the book to her kiddo. She was actually not reading the library book to the kids. So once a week, the kiddos go to the library and they get a book, and I told them that they need to take that home. I let the parents know that they need to read the book to the kid or read it with the kid and have the kid read it to them. But the mom wasn't doing that. And I could kind of tell, there's a certain level of fluency or being comfortable with reading that comes with exposure or someone reading to you or you reading all the time. And so I didn't really see that there. And so, yeah, it was just really great. So mom said she was going to implement everything. I told her we touch base in a week. I touch base with her tomorrow about 1 or 2 things, but we touch base every week, or I would initiate it just to see how things are going, to see if she needs my help with anything. And then she would also text me with my class dojo, which is my classroom app, about that. So if she needed any help or had any questions. So we got a good solid plan. And it's always good to partner. What parent, right, doesn't want their kid to be the best that they can be? And most parents do want that. And it's just a matter of talking with them, strategizing, and showing them and telling them that their kid can do it. It's like, your kid can do it. Y'all, I ran into one of my former students. She's in 1st grade. I ran into her and her mom at the Walgreens. And the mom was like, let me tell you, she has made superior honor roll. Her kiddo was gifted. And she's in a gifted class, and she made superior honor roll, all A's, A1A, A1A, A1A. And so I told mom, I said, Mom, you remember when I was saying to you that your kid, I feel like she could thrive in a gifted program? You were like, I don't really know. I don't think so. You think that she has gifted qualities? And I was like, yes. Well, oh my gosh, she can do it. And she's like, I really don't want to push her. I'm like, I'm not pushing her, but I am exposing her, and she's showing me that with this level of exposure and enrichment and all of that she can handle the workload. So she said, you are so right. She said, thank you for pushing me and my limits to understand that my kid can do it. So yeah, I'm like, come on, y'all. Come on, kids. We're going to just go. We as teachers, we set the standard, and the kids rise. They will rise to it. And, I have some kiddos who are like, possible retention, meaning that they may have to repeat, but I'm still like, really working with them and really exposing them and really sharing with them that they can do it, y'all. They can do it. These kids can do it. Also, I wanted to share, I almost got teary-eyed. I ran into my principal on my way out of my parent-teacher conference because I have them in the office. I ran into my principal. My principal came into my classroom today to read to the kiddos. This week is like Dr. Seuss week, so she came into the class to read to the kids. And my principal, I just love her. Like, I have really been blessed with some really strong, kind, just principals and leaders who get it, y'all know what I'm talking about. And so she gets it. And so, but she came to read to the kiddos. She was in for about 45 minutes. She said, Shay, I love being in your classroom. She said, thank you for having me and hosting me. Then she said something that shocked me. Like, y'all, let me just say it. She was like, your students, because when she was in the classroom, she was asking them, she was reading Dr. Seuss book, ABC, and my kiddos can read, like they can read. And so she was asking them different things, and they were responding, and they were elaborating. And she was like, this student from before wasn't even talking, like was so nervous to talk. And now they're like expressing all of these ideas. And she was like, they're making connections. And I'm like, yeah. She was saying, something about O. And then, we had to come up with something for O, and they said orange. And so she was like, oh yeah, orange. I'm like, y'all spell orange. And they spelled it. And she was like, what? And then she said something for W. She said, my principal actually said week. And she says, guys, like the 7 days, they're like 7 days a week. She said, not week like you get sick, but 7 days a week. And I was like, you all spell week 7 days a week. And they spelled it. And that's now spell week like you're weak with you being weak. And they spelled it. She was like, I said, oh yeah, they know week and they know week. The double E or the EA. And she was just, so she stopped me. She was just like, these students. She was like, I'm floored about what they know. And some of them are like ESOL level 2s, meaning like their English is not strong. And they're and she was just like that. And I was like, and so she was like, oh my gosh, Shay, what are you doing? She was like, you're showing me. And she said, my teachers are strong, but you're showing me that these kids, that they can do it. And she said, I know you came from another, type of school. I'm like, they can do it. I don't care if you ESOL, not ESOL, if you did whatever. Set the bar and then really challenge them and show them and make it fun. So she said, I had a blast. So anyway, I just want to share that, y'all. What a blessing. What a blessing. I don't have no words. My principal sees sees that the kiddos are coming along. So anyway, it's time for me to go. I'll see y'all later on.